Ava Majury News. I can't live a normal teen life after one stalker filmed himself with gun. And another tried to kill me. TikTok star Ava Majury is said to be in fear for her life after one alleged stalker filmed himself practicing at a gun range just months after a second tried to break into her home and kill her. Ava, 15, is due to appear in court next month to request a restraining order against the teen who uploaded the video, citing a pattern of disturbing behavior. The alleged stalker, who wasn't named because he's a juvenile, attends the same school as Ava in Fort Myers, Florida, and has allegedly been following and harassing her for months. The stalking has reportedly become so bad that Ava has been forced to withdraw from in-person learning and now studies virtually from home. A spokesperson for the star, Taylor Pearson, told The Sun that Ava is scared for her safety and feels uncomfortable living her life as a normal teen. It comes just months after another stalker, 18-year-old Eric Rohan Justin, showed up at her door with a shotgun following months of online harassment. Justin traveled from Maryland to Florida in July last year and attempted to blast through the Majury's front door with a shotgun as the teen slept in her bed. Ava's dad, Rob Majury, a retired cop, shot Justin dead. Fearful for safety. In addition to obsessively messaging Ava directly, Justin also paid so-called friends and classmates of Ava's to send him her personal information, including her address and phone number. One of the classmates to auction off her private information is the classmate that Ava is seeking a restraining order against. Pearson told The Sun that Ava is definitely very fearful for her safety on account of the two stalking incidents. She doesn't feel comfortable living life as a normal teen, Pearson said. The family has moved address and now Ava is doing virtual learning at home. The family is also disappointed by the negativity and victim blaming being directed at them and their daughter ever since they went public with their story in the New York Times last week, Pearson added. Much of the criticism has stemmed from the fact that Ava's parents allowed her to sell 2 selfies to Justin for $300 after he made direct contact with her weeks before showing up armed at their Florida home. She eventually blocked Justin after he requested explicit photos from her, but still he continued to contact her through alternative means, such as Venmo. Others have criticized Ava for deciding to remain on social media after both she and her family were almost killed. In one comment left on Ava's Instagram, a troll wrote, "Really all fault you sexualize yourself too much. Even sold him pictures instead of just blocking him in the first place. You really killed a person lol." Another wrote, "You are exactly what's wrong in our society. Yes, he was a sick FK. But you purposely continued to have contact with this guy, admitting to even going so far as to selling him photos. And your parents are absolutely 100% to blame for this. You were nothing but a child and should grow up some. I hope the prosecutor's office is looking at you and your family in this young man's death. Cautionary tale." Pearson told The Sun that the negativity and spiteful remarks are inflicting more harm on the Majury family at what is already a painful time for them. "They're having a very difficult time," said Pearson. "But we really want to focus on the positives and use this incident as a lesson for others, a cautionary tale. We also want to put out the message that Ava's behavior shouldn't have to change because of 1 or 2 bad actors." In separate statements, both Ava and her parents, Kim and Rob, said they also hope others can learn from what has happened to their family. "I'm telling my story so that young people and parents are also aware of the dangers of social media. I could never have imagined my innocent posts would result in a stranger showing up at my front door with a shotgun," Ava said in a written statement. I urge young people and parents to immediately report any threat or signal of violence, and not wait until it's too late. Kim and Rob similarly added, as parents, all that we've ever wanted is the best for Ava. While becoming social media famous was not in the plan, we support our daughter's endeavors entirely. Never in our wildest dreams did we think a fun pastime could lead to a near-death experience. We implore local authorities to take this frightening ordeal seriously and parents to encourage their children to report suspect activity on social media and not be complacent or, worse, complicit in threatening behavior that too often leads to tragedy. Second, Stalker, the Majury family will be appearing at the Collier County Circuit Court in East Naples on March 28 as their restraining order case is heard before a judge. Ava is due to testify during the hearing, Pearson said, to relay the emotional impact these events have had on her and her family. The defendant in the case was collaborating with the stalker who showed up at her house with a gun and was shot dead, Pearson said. Since then he has continued to harass and stalk her at school to the point where she's now doing virtual learning and is no longer in classes. In addition to allegedly harassing Ava, Pearson said the defendant recently uploaded a video to his Snapchat story, showing him practicing at a gun range. The video was forwarded to Ava by a concerned friend. Pearson voiced confidence that a resolution would be found in the Majury family's favor. It's super important because we can often look at one incident as a tragedy, but this isn't a one-time event, it's extended to her classmates and peers, so clearly this isn't over, she said. We want to get her back to living a normal life and we think this injunction will help her get some relief. It's important to act before these tragedies can happen, and we would love for action to be taken now, not after the fact.